One shot. Let's begin. Blackjack at fifth period Matsumoto Taiyo. Translating Upbola by Shakyamuni scans. And the Master Roberts. Alright. We read, we react, we relive. Let's begin. Blackjack in fifth period. A girl and her sister. They're out to buy sweets and soda. Now, Big Sis gets 2 sweets and 2 sodas for 320 yen. Now, Lil Sis gets herself 2 sweets too, but only 1 soda, and that's 220 yen. At long last, time for the operation. So, my question to you all is, see how much is 1 soda and how much is 1 sweet? First, general anesthesia. Now, a juice? Anyone? How much? Any ideas? Yes, sir. Now it won't hurt. Shh. Okay, Wateriru, give us your answer. Okay. Well, make an decision once the anesthesia starts to work. 'Cause the little sis only bought 1 soda less. The difference is 320 minus 220, so 100. So I think a soda has to be 100 yen. Be careful not to cut the veins. Right. Soda is 100 yen. What about the sweet? Any answers? Yes, the broken bones cutting into the organs. We gotta be careful. Okay. What do you think, Yutaka? We subtract the 2 sodas from what the little sis paid, then that's 2 sweets. This operation might be trickier than I thought. That means 1 sweet is 120 divided by 2, so 60 yen. Righto, well done. Ah, shucks. Hit a vein. Pinocchio, give me the gauze. Yeah, doctor. No, those are forceps. If I don't stop the bleeding, you'll develop nephrosis. Pinocchio, get ready to do a transfusion. Okay. Teacher. Hmm? What's the matter, Keiko? Haru's doing something weird with Clay again. I just can't concentrate. You know, Haru is, well, he's keeping quiet enough, isn't he? Just ignore him. But, like, I don't know, it's annoying. Listen, Haru, you make a ruckus, you'll have to go to the naughty classroom, you hear? I'm in the middle of a surgery! Don't even talk to me! Fine. Let's get back to the lesson. Next question. Thank you for your business. This is the toilet paper exchange service. Please bring your old newspapers into magazines to have them exchanged. Ha ha ha. Pass them over here. Ha 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 ha. There, the bone's finally out. But it's in a real bad shape. Gotta connect it with a plate. Screak! Then, I have to put it back and make the sutures. Please be quiet. Let's say go over to Ayameki for a hike. I'll leave my house at 10:30 to get there at 12:15. Now, how long did it take me to get there? He's lost too much blood. His pulse is weakening. I better hurry. There. All done. Good work, Doctor. Bing bong. Ugh. Well, there we are. Class is over. Answer that last question for your homework. Okay. Whoever's on duty, stay behind and clean the classroom. Too many of you have been slacking of late. Takagi, let's go home together. Sure. Chie, do you have cram school today? Talk. It was such a hard operation. Ichi home, wow. I'm headed back to the office. Let me know when you're done cleaning. Yay! Was the procedure a success, Doctor? Good work. Get home safe now. Rattle chick. A short Matsumoto Taiyo story about a kid pretending to be a doctor. Produced in cooperation with Tezuka Operation, IP holders for Blackjack. First appeared in the DNA manga. A sort of tribute to Tezuka Osamu. As someone who, like, teaching is my day job and also my general job, and in general, just a job. I find this oddly wholesome. I like the idea of him just like letting the kid perform an operation because he's not really bothering anybody. He's being a little strange and everything, but honestly, if I'd prefer this to a kid just being on his phone all day, be like da 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 da. It's like, okay, you're doing something here, good, good, good. He's developing a skill and such, and this is such a cool way for it to end. Um, I will say I don't know what it is, but this did have me oddly engaged. Um, and like nothing really happened. It was like a slice of life. I kind of enjoyed, I guess, the teacher going through the things and then making the choice of like whether or not it was a big issue or not. Because you had to make those type of choices, right? And then he's seeing the sweat and seeing this here, and then boom, just a little nod of good work. You give the kid a little congratulations, and it means the world to them. They're wonderful kids. And that's awesome. I really, really dig it. I don't know who the DNA of manga. Adidas Manga Fever, Bamboo Squad. Oh, I've heard of Ping Pong. I've never read it, but 55 chapters 5 months ago. Oh, good for him. Sunny, Doraemon, Go Go Monster, Brothers Jim, Pollyanna, Flower Man. Okay, this man has a storied history of stuff. Born in 1967, won several awards, including the Shogakukaken Manga Award, the Tezuka Osamu Cultural Prize, and the Eisner Award. Originally wanted to be a soccer player, changed to artist occupation instead. After his initial success in the Comic Open contest, he began touring France in 1986, an event that became a significant point in his career. Manga he produced covers a wide variety of topics from sports to family, comedy to science fiction epics. In 1993, he began his work on the Tekkon Kinkreet manga, which became a success of the Big Spirits manga, and published a series of short stories in a collection called the Nihon no Kyodai that was publicized at the time by Comic R magazine. Ping Pong appeared in Big Spirits in 1996, soon followed by the series number 5 in Shogakukaken Monthly Ikkai magazine 2000. The Tekkokin the Tekkon Concrete anime was released in Japan in late 2006. Both the anime came to publish in English. I really got tested there, like with all these syllables put together. And I will say what's throwing me off is you can't see it on your screen, but like on my screen, there's like a little bit of a line going down the center, which is throwing me off as like I read stuff like this here because it's like making double words and changing the spacing a bit. So it looked like I got multiple screens, so I can change up. But that's interesting. Anyways, I don't have too much to say, but there is a talent in making this feel so tense. Um, when nothing is essentially going on, right? It does got me curious. I figure it's this kid's imagination, and then it's like, okay, boom, boom, and then it's like, all right, and the guy's just acknowledging him. But if there's something more going on, that's also cool. I think it's neat. It's like, okay, it managed to entertain me without me knowing whether or not this person was, let's say, genuinely, I guess, a doctor for whatever. He was just practicing or was just fantasies. And then I don't know why. Like, this is an oddly cool image. I enjoy it. It feels like it's almost out of a kid's book. And then just this, well, that's awesome. And look at him, he did it. And then you have presumably future him, or he might be like a rogue doctor. I don't know, but oddly engaging. I never did stuff like this when I was a little one. Instead, I would have like pencils or pens, and then I would like play them, pretend that they were like characters from TV shows, going boom, 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 stuff like that. And I thought it was interesting. I grew really attached to one pen or pencil and was very upset when a kid took it away, and luckily he gave it back. So, there you go. Awesome, awesome. So, with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.